start with a dry break. The one ball hit the top jaw, so it wasn't far away.
Not hype, just truth. This is the biggest match of his life. Alner, how will he cope?
This is very low percentage. Jacked up, striking down on the cue ball, full table.
Well, the only positive there, he might have caused a few issues by getting the 5 close to the 7. I say might.
But how do you get there off the pink 4? Well, he's fired it into the jaw. A little nervy one.
Anyone can make mistakes, but when pots are missed, you don't expect it to be Joshua Filler.
Alnar's going to have the same problem though. Pink 4 to purple 5, and it might actually turn out to be a blessing for Joshua Filler.
The first rack of the day has been won by an emerging force from Denmark. Mickey Kraus 1-0 up on the 2022 European Open champion, Albin Auschen.
This is a great positional shot. He's gone through the gap of the 9 and the 8 ball. Chance to win rack 1 and punish the missed 3 ball from Filler.
Mustafa Alner, who won the first 8 racks earlier this week in a match with Fedor Gorst, has taken the first in the rematch. I don't think he will be intimidated, Carl.
Let's see what he's got in the break here. Very similar to Filler's break.
Foul stroke, ball in hand.
Scratch, but I meant the yellow 1 ball. It hit the top jaw, didn't it? Unlucky with the cue ball.
And please start the clock.
Oh, it comes off the 9 ball.
Foul stroke.
Trying to play for the red 3 in the side pocket. Oh, that is very good indeed. Now, Phil, we have seen a lot of balls missed in these side pockets all week.
Extension called.
You can't articulate enough just how tight they are.
The fact that the 9 ball was there meant Joshua could do what he did and roll the cue ball into it.
One of the most rapid playing surfaces we've ever had on the World 9-Ball Tour. And when positional mistakes are made, the overwhelming majority of them are because the cue ball has been overhit. So early on in a match, this is showing really good control.
Joshua Filler wins the rack.
Filler missed the 3 in the first rack, but he quickly equalised, taking his extension.
He may go in the other corner pocket, you know. I wouldn't be surprised to see him duck and play safe. That's what... This is the beauty of what's happened to the pool table. Over the years we've played on 5 inch, then it went down to 4.5, but they were too big. He'd have got down and slammed this in by now on the older tables. Now he's got to think about what he's doing. He's under the gun. Oh, he's missed that by a mile. He didn't like it, did he, Phil, right from the get-go?
He who hesitates is lost. That wasn't Joshua Filler at all, was it? The fact he was so indecisive. Normally, he would elect to either pot it, play safe, but he was unsettled. He couldn't make up his mind, and I'm not surprised he missed it. I am surprised he missed it by quite such a distance, though.
Well, the other thing as well, Phil, as Al now plays good safety here, is the fact that you shouldn't be able to get away with it if your cue ball control starts to go missing. The pressure should just keep mounting. The shots should be a lot harder, and he's left himself work to do here. 3-rail kick, he'll go in behind this ball off 3 rails. Wants to try and kick it full. He's got an outside chance of potting this in the middle pocket near the brown ball. He's missed the ball altogether.
Ball in hand.
Where's the 8 ball going to finish? Is it going to cover the 6? No. Got to cue this one nicely. We can't decide. Do I go low? Do I go high? He needs to hit this clean, otherwise it'll spit back out. Didn't hit it clean. We'll see on the replay, Phil. That went off the left jaw.
Do you remember when he was playing his practice rack? He tried a 7 ball to that same pocket a couple of times unsuccessfully. But of course, in a match, you don't get 2 goes, just the 1.
It actually looked like, you know, when he got down on that cue ball, when he was going to draw it, that looked like the shot, and he changed his mind, didn't he, right at the last second. Bit of drama. We're only 3 racks in.
Joshua Filler wins the rack.
Warmly received. That's success for Filler. Edgy stuff so far, but it's 2 out of 3. That was a much better option, but he didn't get the cue ball in behind the 8.
Good pot there. They're not easy.
Yeah. The negative of that shot for me, a lot of shoulder went into it. Now, this is the 4th rack. If he's going to feel nervous now, what's he going to feel like at the end? But it was a vitally important ball to knock in.
Kind of said this with Jeremy Abigail at the top of the show. Filler he is a phenomenon. You know, he's achieved so much. He's won some of the biggest titles in the sport of 9-ball, but mistakes are starting to creep into his game.
Just after Einar wins the rack.
Never easy, them. They look so much easier on camera, but whenever you've got quite a bit of distance and you're sacrificing the cue ball, your position, you know if you miss, you're going to leave your opponent in. And it's funny, when you miss them type of shots, you always hit the near jaw first. It's a strange old game at times. Side pocket for the 8. Cueing off the rail, but the object ball's so close to the cue ball, won't cause him any problems. Both players had chance in rack 5. It's going to be Filler who gets the job done.
Joshua Filler wins the rack.
The great Joshua Filler back in front. It was 2-1 for him. Now it's 3-2. We will see Fedor Gorst later on this afternoon on this table against his good pal and fellow US Mosconi Cup player Skyler Woodward. You can tell from his reaction, disappointed. Wanted that to come off the cushion slightly wider and bury in behind the pink 4-ball.
Wasn't far away, was it? It was a very good effort. I don't think Josh will take the pot on. I think he'll just bank the one ball out the way, try and get the hook.
Little nest of 3 balls, providing ample cover. Score update from table 2. Shulnoki and Koping Chung 2-2. The chalk is slapped into the cushion rail in disgust because the one is on.
Mambo's going close, a little hard, but it might have gone. How about that first shot? Kicked the cue ball off the rail, off the ball to get distance.
And well before the white came to rest, he knew that was a terrific outcome. About there, look, he picks his chalk up and goes back to his seat, looking like the Cheshire Cat.
Yeah, he couldn't account for hooking him behind the 8. He was purely just getting distance and just hoping
Extension
something good would happen. And boy, it has done. Outside chance of batting the 9 ball in with the cue ball if he hits it quite hard. Well, he's potted the 3. He has potted the 3. Straight in the middle of the pocket as well. Trying to pot the ball here. Oh, just rattled, didn't it? It's okay. Both players getting a little bit here and there. It's just the nature of the game. Both jaws caught.
It's such a newsworthy, significant one-sided scoreline. I'm going to give you this in mid-rack. Mickey Krause 8-2 up on the champion here 2 years ago, Albin Ocean.
Big shot this. It's a big moment. Phil's missed a few. That's better.
Yeah, well identified, Carl. That's the kind of shot that could get him going.
May have to go up and down with the cue ball. Yeah, it's got some travelling, and he's missed a 7 ball. He's just not taking his opportunities. He's overcooked it.
That was the knock-on from not being quite as precise with his position as he wanted to be. Also, look where the cue ball was, nowhere on the 8. Filler disgusted. Still doesn't have form he would like, not at the peak of his immense powers, and that's why Alner has got a wonderful opportunity to draw level. Looks to the heavens because he's not got the positional requirement. And not for the first time in the match undone by a powered 7, but look at this roll. That's outrageous.
Just picking the wrong shot for me. He's on that. What's the chances of ripping that one? And you're just asking a little bit too much. And look at the outcome of this. Josh has got to play a 2-reel kick here. Yeah, just catches the long rail by some way.
Extension cool.
Never going to go in.
Alner missed the powered 7 down the side cushion in rack 3. That cost him. You can't begrudge Filler that. Large crowd here, many of them willing on their fellow German Joshua Filler. But he's in a really tough battle. Things aren't going well for him, both in terms of the way he's playing, the way Alner's playing, and also, one has to say this, Alner's fortune, although that one was weak in more ways than one.
Yep, he knows he's not quite been at the races. He's made mistakes, missed opportunities.
Come on.
Yes, that's what he does. That's what Filler does. He knows. He's shouting at yourself. That's what he's famous for.
Come on.
The 7 right into the heart of the pocket. Cracking contest. It is 5-5. Having a pretty good run, I think, Alner. Again, so close to scratching. And you can see from that top shot that Filler has left the one.
Again, it's the cue ball, isn't it? He was trying to get the cue ball behind that blue too. He's some way short. Once he pots this, I think the cue ball will glance into the purple 5. He'll try and draw back off the purple 5.
Sorry.
That's good. It's very good. Well done. What a shot.
That was superb.
Even Josh was nodding the head of that one.
Mustafa now wins the rack.
Turkey's Mustafa Alner powers in the 9-ball, and he powers into a 6-5 lead. He is no respecter of reputations. That is crystal clear.
Well, how close can he get to it now? Surprised he played for the middle pocket there. He's got to hit this hard with loads of left. You can see where the cue's aiming. Well, this is just turning in to a complete mess for both players. Error after error after error.
I think from his reaction there, and from what I saw on the replay, he might have suffered a skid, you know.
You know what, though, when you're trying to force it with high left, with loads of check, you are prone to the ball jumping, so it's not so much I've had a kick, it's more that's how the balls will react. It was a previous shot to get on the 8-ball where it all started to go wrong. Again, though, he got away with it. He didn't leave Josh an easy pot. Josh has just got to play the waiting game here. He's got to play a game of patience. How big is this rack turning out to be now, though? 7-5 or 6-6?
I wasn't sure as it made its way to the pocket, just about flopped in.
Decision time. He's going for it. To be fair, he's attacked the game all the way through.
Come on.
And it's there. Big roars have come on from Alnar as he takes a 7-5 lead.
Is a monumental upset on the cards. Will it be a double defeat for Joshua Filler at the hands of Mustafa Alner? We'll find out after the break.
She's probably been over watching the juniors play as well, because we have the Fillers Junior Open taking place as well. This is the chance Josh has been waiting for. The opportunity with an easy pot after a mistake from Alnar.
didn't miss the pot, but he missed his chalk as he went to move away. It was a wobbler.
Joshua Filler wins the rack.
But the crowd loving that. Filler back within one. It's 7-6 to Alder.
He's got him locked up in jail here. Good luck with this one.
I was saying he's 26, he's athletic, and wow, he got into a position there, didn't he?
Extension cool.
Now this really is a hook. No wonder he took his extension. I think he could do with 4 extensions.
That's what he was playing.
Foul strike, ball in hand.
He's in exhibition mode. He's
Let's
jumped
start
it
the
off
clock.
the rail. Josh is laughing as well. Tell you what, could have been the greatest kick shot ever. One good positional shot to play. Make sure you get on this 9 ball easy.
I've seen it all now. I cannot believe my eyes.
Joshua Filler at the final hurdle to take the lead has missed the easiest 9
Mustafa
ball
Rana wins the
of
rack.
his life.
The crowd are stunned. Joshua Filler is stunned. Carl Boys and I are stunned. That is simply astonishing. One of the easiest consequential balls I've ever seen Joshua Filler miss, if not the most simple. Wow. You would never imagine you could possibly say this with truth, but it's, I think, valid. I've seen Mustafa Alner play so much better than this. He's not playing well, and yet he's in front against Joshua Filler.
The thing is, Phil, this is what a lot of people don't realise. Because the pockets are a hair shorter, a hair smaller than what a lot of the pros are used to, it can really start to find you out. And it's just purely down to cue ball control. If your cue ball control is off a little bit, you start to chase the pot and chase the finish. Phil's got to show the world what he's about here. He really has. Has he scratched? He has.
Foul strike, ball in hand.
Error after
Please start
error.
the clock.
Wow.
It is one of the most extraordinary matches I think we've ever seen on the World 9 Ball Tour.
Foul strike.
Slight opening here, you know, because the safety's gone really wrong and all for Josh. He's opened the red 3 up and he's actually left the pot here. Not saying it's easy, but it's an outside chance. He'll have a go with this one.
Extension cool.
The ball just about sneaked in, and because he caught it on the thick side, has he been able to hold the cue ball for the two? The shoulders were slumped, but I think he's done that a couple of times before and been all right anyway.
Yeah, it was a good pot. Gave the pocket a chance, didn't it? Well, the 3 ball must not pass the 9 if he's come round to have a look at the combo. Unless he's just weighing it up, he's going for the combo, you know. He's going for the 9.
Come on! Mustafa Alner wins the
3-9, all is fine for the giant-killing Mustafa Alner. He beat Joshua Filler earlier in the tournament, 9-3, after winning the first 8 racks. We thought, no, a repeat, that's out of the question. But Joshua Filler at 7-7 missed the easiest 9 ball I think I've ever seen him miss. And then the match went away. Turkey's Mustafa Alner has completed the win of his life, centre stage. Joshua Filler's hopes of winning this European Open on home turf have been well and truly extinguished.
A little start over, you might say.
Yeah, I was talking to him about that yesterday, and he was saying he'd made those changes. So, given your expertise, can you put it into simple terms for people? What difference that change would have made and why he would have made it?
Well, just, maybe a little bit of superstition at times, but he said he toyed with the smaller shaft. He liked a lot of things that were going on with that. Maybe makes you get a little more detailed in the mind, thinking about what's going on, how the ball's reacting, how you're hitting the ball, and, just to be fair, sometimes something to just, like I said, a new start and something fresh for him. And he knows a big fall's coming with the U.S. Open. Can't overlook this European Open, but he can do himself a lot of favors, gaining a lot of points and trying to qualify for that Mosconi he's going to lead, instead of having to use one of his wild card picks on himself. Now a much different European Open for the man at the table compared to what we saw in Saudi. Really hasn't been threatened too much in this tournament. I think his last match, it was tied at 5 apiece, but then he went on to win pretty handily. So. Doesn't need a ton here. Maybe the middle of the table will do. And that's where, Gorst just has it all, really. His instincts are awesome. Best jumper in the world, one of the best breakers, consistently day in, day out.
So Woodward did have a chance early on after making the one off the break. It wasn't to be, though.
Okay, maybe shooting the shot I was talking about, trying to go into the green 6 with the cue ball, let the 2 come up towards the purple. Oh, he did go for the bank. Oh, he fluked it. Wow.
When you're as good as he is, you shouldn't be allowed to be lucky as well, but he was there.
I think he was actually trying to play the safety I was talking about, going into the green 6. I really do, because look at, there wasn't ever enough speed on the cue ball to get position on the 3, and he just doesn't miss his mark that far on bank shots or any shots, really. Okay, he's going to get a chance with a ball that isn't missable. So now time to get the arm loose for Sky Wood.
Yeah, he was left a tough shot on the 3 Gorst. I guess the fortune was he didn't leave the 2 hanging over the pocket. Clear mind and very happy off table, and it's helping him.
Yeah, probably the most mental game on earth. So with a new baby girl, and of course Daxton, as fun as he is daily, maybe some late nights and early mornings with a brand new baby, but a very happy
Skyler
man.
Woodward wins the rack.
And he'll be happy with the outcome of that rack. 1-1 against Fedor Gorst in this last 16 encounter.
He started out a lot better than I did. Deserved that win. All right, this is going to be a very difficult hit. May be able to get to the short rail. It's at the left of your screen and come directly at the 2. I really don't see much of anything else. Oh, he's going for the jump cue. Okay. That just shows you, how the jump cue has evolved. When it first came out years ago, decades ago actually, this wasn't really much of an option when it was this close. Wow, how'd he plant the cue ball?
Poland's Daniel Maciol has pulled another one back. Now trails only 7-5 against Dennis Graber. They're playing for the right to meet the winner of this match.
Well, I tried doing that again, going all the way up the table, sniffing the ball and getting enough speed to come back down. What a game 3 we're seeing.
Feels like it's been an epic rack already. Still only one ball off the table, that being the one that Woodward potted off the break. Meanwhile, over on table 1, Shane Van Boning is about to open his account. Routine 8 and 9 to get back to 2-1 down against David Al-Qaedi.
Yeah, I thought it was a good thing for Shane maybe to be on one of the outer tables to start today.
Yeah, with the playing captains now in the Mosconi, it's been agreed that if either Jason Shaw or Skyler Woodward don't automatically qualify, they have to use one of their wild cards for themselves. Woodward currently not on course to make an automatic spot. Fedor Gorst has already wrapped up his place on the US team, and he's also wrapped up rack 3. He leads for the second time in the match at 2-1.
Kind of let up on that one. If you noticed it, usually sometimes that'll cause a little bit of a kick on the object ball. Hard to tell really on the slow-mo replay, but didn't really accelerate through the ball. I thought he'd go 4 cushions there.
So quite a big moment this early on in the match, as you said, Jeremy. It was a lovely layout for Gorst off the break, and he's not taken advantage of it.
Maybe just one.
Really good opportunity for Gorst to lead 3-1. Ran aground. Woodward's had 4 balls left on the table, and he's emphatically taken care of them. So we're level again at 2-all.
Blue 2.
Well, we spoke earlier about how wonderfully efficient he was during that run of half a dozen racks in a row to knock out Alexa Pechels yesterday. Not been quite the same so far today, and Woodward is on course here to take his opportunity to continue the sequence of exchanging racks 1 for 1 and draw level for a 3rd time.
Yeah, you could see he got awkward straight there. Didn't want to draw and just have to use the speed control for the 9 in the lower left. So a smart play, drawing back past the 9.
Wow. Make it 1 each in terms of the unexpected misses in this rack. Now, what's he left?
Yeah, I think that 9 has ended up on the back cushion.
Yeah. Got away with it.
Got a little quick with the backswing there. And
extension called.
adrenaline gets going. That's the tendency for all of us. I think he goes for the bank here. If he feels comfortable cueing a little downward on the ball, he can kind of recreate the angle here on the 9. Is he looking at like a 3-railer in the side or a 4-railer? And the reason like this type of shot, if he plays a 3-railer or 4-railer, is he's trying to bring the cue ball back where it's at now. Maybe a backdoor safety. 3 in the side. No, this is going to go long. It's going to get a little thin for Skyler. Cue ball near the rail, but you can see where he pointed, and that's where he wanted the cue ball.
Yeah, I was saying Woodward has got away with it by not leaving anything easy. He's got away with it even more, it seems now, because it's another good chance to draw level. Gorst didn't get away with his miss early on in the rack. Woodward did get away with his unexpected miss on the 9. So we're level again. 3-all.
Of course, no one's better right now than Gorst, is leaving those misses behind, but this is no hanger, even though very straight. Yeah, he's not settled for sure. You can tell the timing's a hair off. From here on out, I think Skyler, if he wants this win, you got to pounce on all these mistakes.
It's a long way off, of course, but Fedor Gorst will be back in Saudi Arabia next summer to defend his world title. The last time he was the defending champion, he went out quite early in the last 64, and it was the man in your picture there who actually knocked him out.
The way the tables have played and just the way the tournament has gone, it's been hard to make up those big deficits, even though we just saw one from Daniel Massio.
Fedor Gorst has been the man of 2024 so far, but there's no denying that on this Saturday afternoon here in Fulda, he is well below his best so far. Right now, Skyler Woodward is making it count. He leads 5-4.
Yeah, back in the day, you know, when I first started playing professional pool, when you saw a push out, it was almost always pushed out on the rail, the cue ball. Ooh, what a difficult hit here. Why doesn't he go to the bottom cushion? Easy to scratch. Yeah, I didn't understand that kick at all. Not one bit, Michael. Could have come to the bottom cushion on the bottom of your screen, up at the 3, no scratch really available.
And look at the chance he's left for Gorst with ball in hand.
Okay, this is all about speed control. Shouldn't be too much of an issue, but it's gotten away from players at times. Usually the thinner hits can be a problem. Watch out, 9 ball. I know he's got us snookered, but that was almost a big problem. Yeah, Katie's gotten another one back.
Yeah, 2 in a row now for the defending champ against Shane Van Boning. So 7-3 quite swiftly has turned to 7-5.
Speaking of 7s, all knotted at 7 with Wolford and FSR.
Well, this one has been level at 1-all, at 2-all, at 3-all, at 4-all. Now again, Gorst capitalises on that ball in hand, and the surprising choice from Woodward. It's 5-all. Gorst got to the quarter-finals on his European Open debut last year. Just edged out by Joshua Filler in a hill-hill finish. Just seems to be stepping things up a bit as the prospect of another last 8 appearance tonight begins to appear on the horizon.
Wolford's taking the lead at 8-7 over FSR. David Alcady hanging out, still in the match. Just missed the 7, though.
Back here, it was another dream 8-9 to finish it off for Gorst. So neither player has been more than one rack in front at any stage of this last 16 encounter. (7-5) is not a bad time to change that.
Fedor
3
Gorst
racks on
wins
the
the
spin
rack.
for Fedor Gorst.
Okay, line looks nice. Speed looks really good. The problem is how great these players are at kicking at the ball. I wouldn't put Skyler as much of a favorite, if any at all, from here. Yeah, should hit this pretty squarely, hold the cue ball. And that's why I thought he might go for the bank. That being Skyler. Now it's going to be the jump cue, I believe. I think he's partially snookered. Maybe the type of shot he can jump with his full cue, though. And he's got to get moving.
And that was the sort of shot that could have got his comeback moving, the beeps going, pulling out a big pot. Would have given him something to build on, as it is now. Great opening left for Gorst to get to the hill.
Yeah, just a little draw stun here, coming 2 rails across. Yeah, routine 9. Of course, you have to maintain with these small pockets. Will be Gorst's last time to break the balls at 9-5, but it's been so good on the breaking in.
Fedor Gorst wins the rack.
Oh, he needed one. He needed one, Michael. I don't know if he's got anything on the 3, but yeah, still in it. Got to stay positive here. Got mad skills like Skyler Woodward. I mean, he certainly beat all these guys 5 games in a row.
Well, sometimes when a player is in a strong position in a match, you see a spring in their step, and sometimes it happens when they're on the brink of losing it and they start strutting around the place.
And he's got that perfect little slight angle on the 8 to draw up the right side of the table. Just watch the speed.
What a wonderful time to make his first break and run of the match. It was looking bleak at 9-5,
Skyler Woodward wins the
9-7.
rack.
Looks a great deal more promising to have arrived at a key juncture in his attempted turnaround. And that will do just fine.
Yeah, it was a little awkward cueing, kind of angled off the side rail, but he managed it really well.
And now it's the classic straightforward 8 and 9. Into opposite corner pockets. This contest looked Gorst's all over at 9-5. It's anyone's now.
Skyler Woodward wins the rack.
Will break on the 18th rack with a chance to take us the full distance. Who would have seen this coming only about 15 minutes ago, Jeremy? But that's the game, isn't it?
Yeah, if you remember, it was 9-5, and Gorst broke the balls really well. Had a tester off the bottom rail that I would not have shot at either. He played a jam-up safety. It was a kick-in. The upper corner, one rail on the 2 from Skyler, and then a long rail bank on the 3. And Gorst has been in the chair ever since.
We were talking earlier about how the quality of play had trailed off a bit after a promising start. Well, racks 11 and 12, back-to-back breaking runs for Gorst. Racks 16 and 17, Woodward returning the compliment. Amazing how all the little touches nicely judged and fall just where you want them to when you're playing well. And well, he's playing magnificently well now these last few racks.
Well, there were a couple early misses, you know, or one early miss by each player on tough shots, and we thought they played pretty well to start. It got a little scrappy in the middle, but it's been pretty good quality from both here in the latter half of the match. And I'd have to say better than pretty good quality here from Skyler, maintaining, trying to make this comeback. Okay, don't let the fast table get away here. Well, he's gotten it where he doesn't really have to work the cue ball cross. He can just go forward. Little bounce off the side cushion.
When he was 9-5 down, Skyler Woodward hadn't won more than 2 racks in a row at any stage of the match. And he'd only done that once. But now it's 4 on the banks, and we have ourselves a very unexpected deciding rack.
Did it break again? One rack or no? Are we doing a break or no?
Well, the player's just questioning there. Normally there's a break after every 3 racks, and of course ordinarily we'd have it now, but this far into the match we just keep going. It's all very friendly. These two are genuinely very good mates. You always see the two of them together out for dinner and hanging out at tournaments. But this has been anything but friendly. It's ultra competitive on the table. It's turned into a really memorable match.
I was thinking 9-ball might move around a little a la like SVB. Now a 3-6 combo. Does he have it? If he can get a look at it, I think it's playable. This overhead will tell us. The purple 5's gotten in the way.
So that was the last break of the match, and in the 19 racks, the one has been made in the side between them 17 times. Just one miss in that regard each. Quality stuff.
He's going to lay him down behind the 7-8. He's got to hit it awfully thin. Now the good thing for him is if he can get to that back rail, the pink's in a tough position, even if he does leave a shot. Now is he looking at the 3-6? I thought for sure the 5 had him snookered on the combination. Thought it had to be off the left side of the red. I like the combination if he can get at it, but man, I'm fooled. It's a safety, you can tell. Oh, he's coming up on it. Trying to take away the jump cue, Michael. I don't know if he has, really, just because that's how good Gorst is with the short cue.
Extension called.
We've seen a number of big tournaments in recent years, won by players who had enormous deficits in matches. Shane Van Boning, famously from 10-3 down, beating Mika Immonen 11-10 on his way to the world title. Gorst himself was 7-0 down early on his way to the world title a couple of months ago against Amir Ali as early as the last 64. If Skyler Woodward can turn this around from 9-5 down, that could be the catalyst for arguably the greatest moment of his career. But some way to go yet. And maybe
shots.
A bit less journey to travel now, because
Bowling
this
hand.
is a definite chance for Skyler Woodward
Please stop the
to
clock.
complete this remarkable turnaround.
Yeah, amazing. Little unlucky to lose the cue ball. Heck of an effort for Mr. Gorst. Now the question mark. The pink not so tough with the ball in hand. Does the brown 7 pass the black 8 in the upper right? If it does, it's certainly in Skyler's hands. He doesn't seem too worried. You would think he would be addressing that a little bit, looking at it with the ball in hand. Now just maintain. He's gotten perfect here. One cushion out. Get nice and heavy on the purple. 6 plays in the side. And a sweet stroke there, and it's improved every game. And just look back again at 9-5, stitched up on the 7. Kicks the 2 in, banks the 3 in, keeps himself in the match, puts a few racks together, and now's a chance to win it. Looked a little heavy on the speed, but actually it's perfect.
He just seemed to get energized so quickly. As soon as he started the comeback, it looked like he really fancied the job and threw the shackles off. Played by far his best stuff of the match.
Well, now kind of
Extension
looking
called.
at the 7, I thought it had easily went by, and now he's taking a good look at it. Maybe he just naturally kind of assumed, glancing at it, it went, because I mean, he had other options besides that tight one. He's perfect to where he can roll up and get straight and close to it. That's the key when they're really tight. Now, has he got to play short side here on the 8? That's how tight it is. There's a little more angle here, Michael, than the TV tells us, so he may draw to the side rail and back out for the 9 in the left middle.
Skyler Woodward's mission impossible is really going to happen. He was 9-5 down against his great pal, the man who's going to be so important to his Mosconi Cup captaincy in Florida just before Christmas. And then it all suddenly turned around, and Skyler Woodward started to play the sort of pool that he played for so much of 2023.